Welcome to Trading Lounge and the European indices for the 15th of March, and starting with the DAX here, we're looking at a few counts. Our main primary count is wave 1 to here, ABC for wave 2, and then up for wave 1, and we're looking for an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave down here for wave 2, and then a move up higher from that point there. So let's just drill into this, into the 4-hour chart, then the hourly chart. It's still possible for a wave 4 to be in play here, but we'd need to see a total breakdown of this market below the 61.8% mark, and then we can turn bearish at that point. There is also another count to the upside here as well. In a bit of a nutshell, it's having a bit the same as the US, where if I just copy that and have wave 1 here and have wave 2 over here, and counting 5 waves up to this point here. So we'll also look at that as well. But let's go to the 4-hour chart here. And for the 4-hour chart, we've got wave 2 here from the ABC pattern here, and we're looking for wave 1 here. We're looking for wave A, wave B, and wave C. I thought that we could have wave B here because the move up through here is in 3 waves, and then a move down from here. But we're ticking new highs here, so we may need to look at this as a larger ABC pattern here, where we have the A wave here, the B wave here, and the C wave coming up into this space here with the top in play there now, and coming down here for wave C. If that's the case, that's fine. If this top here gets taken out, then we need to be on the long side of the market, and that is because we've got the main price point here, the 11,500 in terms of the trading levels. That's a medium level, and we can see that the market had been moving up through here. It has its correction stalls at these levels. It migrates from being resistance over to support. So we use the reference point high here as our trigger, and then we can bring that down onto new lower levels, and this one here is where we'd be looking for that at the moment. So this down into the hourly chart here would look at it like this. So all of wave A here, and this is definitely in 3 waves here. So we can look at this as an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave up through to here. So we wouldn't want to see it going any higher than this, so it could drop from here. So we were also looking for it to drop here as well. And this is quite interesting because having the retest keeps it safe. So we got the first low below the level, then we've got the retest back up. If that's breached, then we can, that low is breached, then we can move in to the market from that point, and that keeps us safe. And so that didn't trigger that trade there, so that's fine. We could put this up through to here. Now that's a bit of a higher risk trade here, so I'll just put it in a thinner line, so a smaller position to go short there. You will see a bounce off the 11,500, but for scalpers that's fine, and I'll squash that in there. So in case we're wrong and this market continues to move up, which it certainly can, then we need to be long at this point. So we've got that high here, we're brought down to that high, so I can bring it down another notch here to this high here. Just look at that price there, that's 11,615. So yeah, I mean, you could also draw a line through here and you can be long already through here, but it would be nice just to see a little bit more upside there. The other count here for this, if I just go to this chart here, would be looking at it like this here, with wave A down to here, and ABC for wave B here, and then 5 waves down here for wave C here for wave 4, and then looking at this as wave 1 and 2, and then 3 and 4 and 5 here, and that would leave us to as a few targets here. This level here is extremely important, the 11,650. Okay, in Fibonacci terms, and we use the Fibonacci as a price ratio here. So from the number 5 here, the 500 to the 800, that's the halfway mark here. So I call it a 65 number. Yeah, I won't go into that at the moment, but support on that, definitely look to add more trades to the upside there. When we have a look at the FTSE, we're looking, it's the same sort of pattern really. We're looking at a possible wave 3 here and a wave 4 here. We're looking at this as a triangle because we had 3 waves here, then 3 waves here, and then 3 waves here. We've got an impulse wave here as an A wave here. I'm not worrying about that spike down here actually. I'm just looking at that whole block of price action in here as wave B here, and then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here for wave C. So what I want to see here is I want to see the next high above the level come into play. We're not going to chase it or trade it. Once it comes in, it's going to fold back onto the 72 here. So then that becomes the trigger for the upside, because it could certainly come down at this stage here in terms of an A, B, C, D, and E. I don't think it's going to be a triangle now, and the reason for that is because in a triangle, all the waves that come in through here, I mean, a triangle is a diminishing concept where, you know, everything diminishes. So it just basically diminishes in here. Each structure becomes smaller and smaller, but it's not the case, is it? This wave D here is bigger than wave C, where it should be smaller, and it's also certainly becoming bigger than wave B here. So I don't think the triangle is the pattern for this, but yeah, just need to be a little bit mindful how we go. So basically a tested support on this level here on the number 72. So basically it's the arrival, the reaction, which we're getting now here, and then we'll see the first high above the level in 5 waves, and then we'll see it exhaust itself and fold back and pick up value buyers and demand and so on. And then if that gets taken out here, or that gets taken out here, or you can see support getting back in on over here, then you can go long. This is where you get the better timing over this place over here for that. And also the French market has been bopping along nicely here. So once again, I had wave 4 sitting over on this low here, but it's definitely 3 waves here. So I've got to look at this in terms of an A and a B and a C for a B wave here. But I can look at this here in terms of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here for the C wave. So perhaps that's the right count here. We were looking to go short under here, but at the same time, we're also looking to go long here. So if you triggered long here, that's cool. And then we can just use this one here as a stop. And we can go just up under this one here. You might want to where are we? 5,350. So we can expect the market to dance, vibrate around the midpoint here, the 350 here. So that's just normal. So it's going to spend a bit of time there. So just keeping the stop out of the way here, just keep it below that low there a little bit. You could even take part profit here if you wanted to as well. Otherwise, you know, we're in a trend and we'll continue to move to the upside there. Let's have a look at Italy here, the MIB. So it's the same thing here again as well. So I'm going to have to adjust this here. I'm going to have to put, I mean, it may not be right, but it's the next logical step in here. So an A and a B and a C wave here. I mean, the other count here, of course, could be up for 1 and back for 2. Up for 1 and back for 2, so a much stronger trend riding to the upside. So I don't know that yet, so we'll just leave this for the time being. If you're trading long here, you can go long on support of 20,900. Let me just go into the tick chart and just have a quick look at this, shall we? Okay, we've got 5 waves down from the top here, and we can count 5 waves up to this point here in terms of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 1 and back for 2, and then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and oh, that doesn't count very well. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, 5 here. So wave 4 and wave 5. So it's possible that we've got a top in here. So you could actually short under here. Let me just, that looks like it's met a brick wall here, so that's probably on the 61.8% mark there. Yep, so that's there. So if that there, if 20,913 became the tested support, you could actually go long from there. Okay, but otherwise we could look like we may be getting short here. So that means that at minimum the length of this here, this 5-wave structure, you could add to the top here and have 5 waves down here. So you could, I can't draw on this side of the price with a tick chart, unfortunately, but that's where that would come down from here. So this would be an A wave, a B wave finishing in here, and a C wave coming down through here. So if that level here, the 20,913 becomes a tested support, you can go long. Otherwise, you look to go short. You could go short under this level here, under that there, and you would trade down to the 20,800 here, because it would bounce back at that point. It would just consume time unless you wanted to stay in for the longer haul, and you see if weaknesses come in all over the place at that point. So in fact, that's another way we can count this too. Sorry about that. I'm just going to copy that, actually. So this makes the B wave to this point and the C wave over here. So that means that we can go short under here, and you know where you can go long on here, 20. Oh, that's right. 20,913 as tested support. Okay, just to remind myself. Alrighty, okay, so that's it for Europe. Thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated. Cheers.